Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Happy Sunday to you. A quick look here at ICP, seeing what's going on. We're just going to double check a few things. We're going to look at this descending trend line, which coincidentally happens to be unbroken so far. We're also establishing lower lows here to sweep that lower level of liquidity. So we'll talk about that and obviously just help understand best practice. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor, but I really do love teaching people to trade. Been trading for over 20 years, and if you want to learn something here today, I would recommend paying attention, watching it all the way through. And obviously, if you want to learn more, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below, where I have a trading academy, community, and signals group. So when it comes to ICP, what do we want to talk about here? Well, the divergence here on the horizon. Well, not even on the horizon. It's actually here in full effect. So the truth is MACD is diverging. And at this point, typically something you want to kind of respect. Now, we got to keep in mind, there is a fair value gap below the price action right now, so there is absolutely possibility the price could pull back again. Okay, so we just want to be mindful of that. We don't have to necessarily attach ourselves to that idea, but with the MACD diverging, it's kind of a shift in momentum here, letting us know that we might be swinging back down. Okay, again, we got this previous resistance turn support right there, close to $12. We're currently below that level, not a fantastic thing here. And we're in a situation where the price action could very well continue lower. So we're just going to be cautiously optimistic here and kind of see what's going on. In fact, we're going to go ahead and draw out some new fibs from the most recent low to the most recent high, give us perspective here. And we can see this 0.618 level, roughly about 1137 as a potential bouncing point. We've already kind of wicked down there, but let's see what else this tells us here. So stochastic RSI swinging down, not awesome. It's been like that for a while. Again, this is the daily. It's a lagging indicator, so not 100% reliable. We don't ever just trade only on the daily. But at this point, RSI is in decent shape, being above 50, below 70, and not a lot of coins can actually say that. So there's some consolation here, but it's not not enough to really warrant like a bullish type of daily time frame. We do want to recognize that we're still above the 20-day SMA. That's a positive sign. So being above a trend line, while the indicators are telling the price is going to come down to test that trend line, that's not really a trade scenario that I love. Okay. Let's talk about the 4-hour though, and just see if there's anything else here kind of telling us what's going on, because 4-hour time frames looking kind of gross just from the bird's eye view here. Let's see. We've got TD sequential. We take a look at here. We are essentially pulling back there. We're in a second wave there, down to a 4. Hypothetically, we've got another 20 hours of continuation of the downside. Because again, a lot of things do happen in 3s or 9s effectively. So if we see here being a 9 previously, extreme overtime, we got to reset down to a 4. So we are continuing lower, and there's nothing we can really say about that. Truth is, we got to respect the fact that we're in a downtrend. Stochastic RSI swinging down, traditional RSI in the low 20s, not a great thing here. Or sorry, it's in the 30s, but still above 30, below 50. Not a good thing in my opinion. Again, anything below 50 is bearish. Anything above 50 is bullish. That's basically the way to put it there. So in that sense, with what we see here so far, we can kind of confirm that we're still descending, not only with this descending trend, we're running concurrent with the 20-day SMA, but we're also in a situation where there's not a lot of favorable scenarios here on the 4-hour, okay? So we don't even have overextension to rely on because it could still go lower. So when I see that, plus fair value below the price action and a myriad of other factors, this is screaming that you want to consider, I wouldn't say consider a short, because it's one of those places where it feels like it's the bottom, and I wouldn't want to take a short either. But again, we haven't confirmed that it's going to recover in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so far everything's very bearish. So if you're considering a short, obviously be careful with low leverage, low position sizing, because the way that the Bitcoin ETF is working here soon, with all that fundamental stuff on the horizon, anything could happen. We're actually holding off on our swing trades until the dust settles, and we see hopefully some different volatility. Our day trades are still cranking. We're still hitting some nice trades off Solana, Litecoin, XRP, and ETH. But at this point here, ICP, it's one of those situations where you may want to consider pumping the brakes and just waiting on the sidelines. I know it's not what you want to hear, because everybody was watching these videos for the most part wanting to get an answer, and sometimes there's no answer. Literally 95% of most trading is not trading, okay? At least it is for me. And again, my success rate goes up tremendously because I am patient. So to each their own, right? So let's talk about the hourly and call it a day here. Significant amount of liquidity here, upwards of about 1280. Okay, so that could get swept eventually. This lower level of sell-side liquidity has already been swept. So that's a positive sign. It does imply the price should continue higher from here, because a lot of times you will see the price action do this, and then come right back down to yank out anyone that has a long right there. Okay, so it's common rinse and repeat action in trading. So now that that's been swept, the price action has more likelihood to increase because there's no resistance pushing the price action down any longer, because they swept all the previous liquidity. Okay, so again, that's just generally what we're looking at there. But is this a good trade conditions? No, definitely not, because we are in a situation where we're still below the cloud. Okay, so again, not a fantastic situation. So if you're day trading, different story altogether. If you're going to do smaller time frame stuff, there's a great chance the price will come up here to it at the very least to reject off the lower lead of the cloud. This what was it? It's a 0.5 Fibonacci level. It's a very common retracement level. So if we can break above, ideally a perfect case scenario for me would be to see the price consolidate right here and consider an entry here, or the price just kind of goes over and up and kind of eventually averages itself out right here. Okay, we have to break through this most recent high here at about 1250 to have any luck. And coincidentally, that's right where the lower lead is, or sorry, the upper lead is on the cloud as we average itself out within about 24 to 48 hours from now. So again, as you can see, better case scenarios are in the future, not right now. Okay, and what do you do with that? You be patient, you pump the brakes, you don't force a trade. Again, so many times the price action will just shoot right up as soon as I upload a video and I tell you not to take a trade. But again, I'd much rather be safer than sorry. I'd much rather have a larger statistical probability of success before I take a trade. So is this a good shorting opportunity? Well, let's talk about that just quickly. Conversion lines below the baseline. Lagging span is technically free and clear. While it's not significant, it is. And we're below the cloud. So these are technically ideal conditions for a short position. We do still have that fair value gap, the sizable gap, all the way down as low as $10. So there's a possibility you could get lucky there. But again, with all this fundamental stuff on the horizon, I do not like trading into that. So that's just me, my personal trading bias there. So what do I know? I've only got a few hundred traders underneath me doing very well with their trades. So again, congrats to our community members for that. If you're curious about our results, check out our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. If you haven't yet already, make sure you utilize this exchange. No KYC, no VPN. They have a trading competition registration coming up here in just a few hours. And this is an awesome opportunity to be able to just kind of get some extra change. I never want you to try to, you shouldn't be incentivized to trade more because you are eligible for competition. It just really gives you some extra little benefits because there's tons of little giveaways that they provide. Again, Bitunix, no KYC, no VPN exchange, highly recommended. Absolutely check them out if you haven't already. Other than that, get on over to our Discord, get to know our community members. We have some awesome folks over here. Thanks again so much for being an amazing part of my life, and I do look forward to working with you either way. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon.